Careblazer. In today's video, I have a pretty serious question I want you to spend some time thinking about and actually answering. And before I share this question with you, I want you to know it's not to make you feel bad. It's not meant to criticize you or how you're showing up in caregiving. In fact, this question got prompted by my own experiences with my dad. And for me, it helped increase my compassion. It helped improve seeing things from his perspective. And quite frankly, it just helped me enjoy my visits with him even more. And so I want this question to hopefully bring about some of that for you. Here's the question. Would you want you as a caregiver? And before you answer it, I want you to answer it from your loved one's perspective, not from your perspective. And here's why that's important. If you were to answer the question, would you want you as a caregiver, and you looked at it from your eyes, well, you would probably see you're keeping them safe, you're making sure they have everything they need, you're making sure they get fed, you're sacrificing a lot, you're taking a lot of your time, you're doing all of the things. So from your eyes, probably, yeah, you're doing a really great job being a caregiver. But from the person with dementia's eyes, they might not understand they need help. They might not be able to fully understand or appreciate even everything that you're doing in front of them and behind the scenes. They might not even think they need any help. And so when we ask the question, would you want you as a caregiver? I want you to answer that as if you were the person with dementia. If you were somebody with dementia who couldn't quite understand everything that was going on, maybe not able to understand all of the things happening behind the scenes, would you want yourself, as you are showing up now, to be the person who is caring for you? How would you want your caregiver to talk to you? How would you want your caregiver to look at you? How would you want them to touch you, approach you, engage in an activity with you? What do you think you'd really like? How do you want them to acknowledge you? Honestly, pause and reflect on those questions, and then ask yourself, are you showing up in those ways with your loved one? It's so easy in caregiving. There's so much to do. There's so many responsibilities. Life is busy, let alone not only in caregiving, but just in life in general, with the grocery shopping and the cooking and the keeping the house okay and trying to keep up with laundry. There's just so much going on a day-to-day basis, especially for dementia caregivers, that it's so easy to lose our human-to-human connection. And by taking some time to think about what kind of caregiver you would want if you were the person with dementia, in terms of some very basic things like how would they speak to you, how would they look at you, how would they engage with you, by taking the time to do that, we can actually start to rebuild the connection we have, which in the end will make caregiving easier, more enjoyable, and will make it more likely that the person with dementia will accept your help in the future when it's offered. Here's my example of where this kind of smacked me in the face. I visit my dad. He lives in a different home. And when I was visiting with him, it just dawned on me, what if there was a video camera just watching this scene? If somebody wasn't able to read what was going on in my mind or didn't just even know anything else that I did, if they were just looking at this one scene in time, what would they see? And honestly, they would have seen a very distracted daughter who was wanting to get out of the house as soon as possible, right? On the outside, I was doing everything that I thought a good caregiver should do. Does he have groceries? Who's been in the house? Do you need anything? What's going on? But I was looking at my phone. I was looking at the TV. I didn't really show any interest in the story he was telling me for the 20th time that I already heard, right? And so by doing that, I was relaying a message to him. And I also realized it's not a really great way to, number one, build a connection with him, maintain a connection with him, but most importantly, it's not a great way to enjoy the visit. If I'm already going to go, and this applies even when you live with your loved one. If you're already going to be with your loved one, if you're already going to care for your loved one, why wouldn't you take some steps to make that interaction, any interaction you do with your loved one, that much more enjoyable? Why wouldn't we do that? So as soon as I realized that, I started to change my approach. And is it always perfect all the time? Far from it, absolutely not. But it's something that that is helpful for me to think about. If I was the person with dementia right now and I had a caregiver, how would I want them interacting with me when I repeated my story for the 50th time? But I didn't know I repeated it for the 50th time. If you truly couldn't understand what was going on around you, if you couldn't follow along in conversation, if you really did not understand that you needed help with showering or bathing or toileting, how would you want somebody to talk to you, approach you, interact with you, look at you, the tone of voice they would give to you, the time and what you did with them during that time? How would you want those things to be? Would you want them to be firm, strict, assertive, frustrated, upset, irritated? Would you want them to be kind, loving, patient? Careblazer, you are already an amazing caregiver. For sure. You truly are. And if you do this exercise and you ask yourself these questions and you think there are some changes you want to make, that's great. Nothing's wrong with you. That's just a wonderful observation to have, wonderful awareness to have for you to decide how you want to move forward. I hope this question maybe gives you a bit of a fresh perspective, and maybe even for some of you, maybe a lot of you, spark some slight tweaks and changes in your day-to-day approach. I'm sending you so much love, Careblazer. If this video sparked any type of insight, or you think you'll take some sort of different approach with your loved one because of this video, let me know in the comments below. If there's absolutely nothing you would change after listening to this video, you can let me know that in the comments below as well. I'll be back next week with a new video. If you haven't already, there is a red subscribe button on your screen. I want to send so much love and thanks to those of you who have already pressed that red subscribe button. It's totally free. What it does is it communicates to YouTube that people like you are searching for information like this, and YouTube is smart enough that they will find another dementia caregiver in the world searching for information but has no idea these videos exist. It's not for vanity metrics. It's not to get the highest number. It's absolutely none of that. It's so that these videos can reach a caregiver in need who's currently looking for something like this. So I really do appreciate it for those of you who have already, and for those of you who will. Thank you so much. Sending you love. Bye. Also, Nico gets a belly rub for every person who subscribes from this video. So if you haven't already, click the red subscribe button. It's totally free, and Nico says thank you very much.